few steps from the traffic jams of St. John's Road in Corstorphine, you can enter a world full of ghosts, witches, and murder. The history of this sleepy Edinburgh village is dripping with blood and supernatural tales. Join us as we look at 3 of Corstorphine's lesser-known historic sites, and learn of the history of these places. Our first stop is St. Margret's Park. Today a relaxed escape from the bustle of St. John's Road, the park was once a market garden. However, in the northeastern corner of the park, sits Dower House. Now called Gibson Lodge, likely having been renamed by the Gibsons of Pentland, who once occupied the house. This house represents the oldest house in Corstorphine, being likely built by one of the Lord Foresters, its origins dating back to 1587. Stones for this house were removed from the old castle in Corstorphine, more on that in a moment. Outside the house, a simple plaque remembers 6 women and a man, who were accused of witchcraft and executed between May and September 1649, under the Witchcraft Act of 1563. Witch hunters in the area included the Laird of Corstorphine, Lord George Forester, part of the family who owned this house. We'll visit another site linked to these witch trials in a moment, but close to the park is our second stop on this journey into the past. This Do'cot is all that remains of Corstorphine Castle. The castle was built by Sir Adam Forester sometime between 1374, when he bought the lands, and 1405, the year of his death. It stood for more than 300 years until it was demolished around 1797. Lord James Forester resided at the castle around 1670, but met an untimely end on the night of the 26th of August 1679, during an altercation with his lover, a married woman called Lady Christian Nimmo. It is said that during the argument, he was brutally stabbed to death by the enraged Lady Nimmo, who had taken his sword, to inflict the fatal wounds upon him. She was quickly arrested, and tried for the crime. She claimed it was self-defense, but her story was not believed, and she was sentenced to death by beheading. Today, her restless soul still haunts the Do'cot, appearing in her white gown and holding the blood-soaked sword. While the castle has been lost to history, the Do'cot remains as a focal point for paranormal activity by the murderous ghost, the White Lady. Let's step back in time now as we arrive at the Old Parish Church. This area has been a place of worship as far back as 1128, undergoing a number of changes through the years. The Foresters were party to many of those changes, with Sir Adam Forester commissioning a burial chapel in 1404. He died a year later, but his son, John, continued to help the church grow. It was in 1429 that the church underwent a reconstruction, incorporating some of the structure of the original, and being completed in 1437. It is believed that some, if not all of those accused of witchcraft in the area, were imprisoned in the tower of the kirk. Those accused for witchcraft in Scotland were likely to be executed by strangulation, and then their bodies burnt. However, many died before their trial. One local accused, Beatrix Watson, was imprisoned in the kirk tower, and it was here that she hung herself, before being subjected to her trial. It's unclear what Sir John Forester, whose tomb is within the kirk, would make of the gruesome acts and unholy spectres that the streets of Corstorphine have witnessed over the years since his death. But I am sure he would be pleased that the kirk still stands to this day, almost 600 years later. Be sure to check out these interesting sites when you visit Edinburgh and relive the history that has shaped Corstorphine Village into what you see today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.